Blessings, family. Welcome back, Yah Royals. Pray all is well with each one of you. Praises to the Most High Yah for all things, giving honor and glory unto His holy name. So what you see here is Edom, which is in Petra, and as you can tell, I just want to give you an eye view of how these same style of buildings is surrounding the world, and they all connected. The same places where these different buildings are at. I saw in a video, one had shared many locations that they're surrounding the world, and they're of these same people. So I'm just going to allow you to see the stroll down here, and you could see for yourself. Some Hebrew brothers just went to visit probably about 3 weeks ago, and they took many, pictures and also, of course, videos. And what does this remind you of? What does this remind you of? Okay. So these same people are here in America and in surrounding places. They also have the same bird, which is an eagle. Okay. So what does this remind you of? Okay. All right. And this even saying a hotel Edom. So this is like where Father said that, where Edom, the Edomites would be, it would be desolated. So these places, which you see, this place is where it's desolate, but people are actually going there to view it, and they're paying money, I'm pretty sure, to get in, to be able to walk through, as you see. Okay. So I recently took a picture because I had shared this with my page on Facebook some days back about this, but also I was just looking at the news on CNN, and then here go this picture of the Capitol, right? The Capitol. What does that look like? What does that look like? Same thing with the actually what you would call the different pillows across. It's the same thing, family. And then let's go a little deeper in this. Let's pull up the White House. How the White House look in front. Look at there. Same thing. Look at the back of it. That's the back of it. To my understanding, and this is the front right here. Let's look. It's the same style. So the first thing I show you was the Capitol, and then this is the White House. These are the same people that came from Edom, the land that they call Adumia, or the Edomites or Edom. These are the same people. Same exact people. Same exact people. So let's go to Obadiah. Let's see, Obadiah 1. Oh my, that's probably spelling it wrong. Obadiah 1. Let me see. Let's go to the King James right here. Obadiah 1. And it's the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. And an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So when you look at, these windows, even back in that modern day time, that ancient day time, you could literally see where, they had like spaces like what looked like little windows carved out, but it was no window yet. You understand? They had like a little design, and then they had areas that you do carve out to go in further into the cave, right? So it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, all right, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, as do what we now have a space force, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Almighty. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of the confederacy have brought thee even to the borders. So all men, which take you back to Psalms 83, when they all came in confederate, and Esau was at the forefront. He was the first nation that was named, that came in confederate, and I'm going to show you that. It says, all the men of the confederacy have brought thee even to thy border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So you're going to show the time they're all going to flip on each other, right? Shall I not in that day, saith the Almighty, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off. So shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off. Okay, so let's go to let's see here. Let me see if it's gonna let me do it from here. It's taking a while to update. Then, wow. Let's see what's going on. Y'all get to see all of this. That's right. I'm not editing. Please understand that. Okay, it should be back up in a bit. There we go. Okay, let's keep. All right. So let's go to Psalms 83. It's already there. Oh, I was looking for it. Okay. So when you see of all, it says, keep thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that in the name of Israel, which, the Israelites may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, the first nation. Then you have the Ishmaelites, the Moabites. Then you have the Hagarenes, which is an African nation, right? And so forth. The Amalek and the Philistine, the Gebal, the Ammonites, the Amalek. All these different nations till this day is still in confederacy. So we can't just go back 400 years or 500 years. We got to go back to 70 AD, right? So then let's go to from here. I'm going to try. It's not going to let me get it from here. Let's go to Jasher 90. Okay. Just give it a moment to. I don't want it to freeze up. I think it did.